Tonight at 9 Eastern, 10 Pacific, Tricks and Treats Week continues with an A&E special presentation. Nightmare sinks its teeth into Dracula, followed by Sherlock Holmes on the A&E mystery movie. The thrills begin at 9 Eastern, 10 Pacific on A&E tonight.
Hello everyone! Welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. I'm starting from here because there might be an anime opening since we got the new story chapter. Traum is here, and I actually just beat the story of Fate Extella Link. Those videos are not up yet. They're not even up for people that are members because of reasons, but we should be good to go. Very weirdly, the game did not need an actual app update. I don't think I've ever seen, normally big updates need that, but not this one, I guess. So will we get an anime opening? Let's see. They usually do it when it's a new thing now. Let's see. Oh yeah, Rebellion, Revenge Realm, Reinstatement Realm, Righteous Realm. Okay. Oh, that's your final outfit. Oh, I sure wonder who that is. That's a short one. That's a short one. I've not seen that yet. I know nothing about Traum. I know some stuff about Lostbelt 7. Very small elements. I mean, stuff like some of the villains and the characters. But, honestly, in the setting, I know nothing about Traum. Where is Traum? What is Traum? Who are these characters? Why are they together? So I'm excited to actually give this a go and move back into the main story. Not that I disliked playing side content and events, but it's been a while since we've done a main story thing. So I'm very excited. And we get to roll for the guy, Charlemagne. He's pretty cool. I like him. He's better than Tino. I mean, hello? That scared me. I went to go click on my presence as always, and that opening up like that, the screen turning red and that appearing actually scared me. I love when they do that occasionally. They're like little interface things. That got me. You got me. Yeah, you got me. And I like how it's like, hey, do you want to do the Tino battle? I've been doing these. They're pretty easy when you have Odysseus, because then you can just say, hey, don't hit the other character, and then you win. Summon time. It's time to summon. Now, here's what I want. I want Charlemagne. Oh, he has a Saint Graph release quest. Very interesting. I want Charlemagne. I also want Kriemhild, because I hear she's really good. If I get Roland, okay, sure, right? If I do, whatever, right? But these are the two that I want. So, yeah, that's fine. Once available, so it's an interlude to get his stage 3. Okay. Are we gonna have to click that every time? I sure hope not. Now, I see that's connecting, but I'm not going to say anything because of the fact that there are new craft essences, right? And so if there's new craft essences, it's not going to be a big, yeah. I mean, that's whatever. Okay. Okay, it only appears once. Thank God. Since there's new craft essences replacing the old ones, right? It's, there's a chance that, we'll have to load for those. So, for now, though, let's see here. That was a little bit of a delay, but of course everyone's jumping in. I'm really only going to jump up in excitement. Oh, see that there's loading. That could be a thing, right? Okay, it's spinning. It was loading. Maybe a new one? Yes, it's the new one. Inheritance of a long-cherished dream. I mean, it's a nicer art. He seems like a nice guy, right? I'm sure this is a nice dad. The proud man pens his will. Oh. His mind is completely made up. The shadow that lurks within is born from a heart with no room to breathe. Such a thing would be never be possible for one lacking in elegance. So this is simply determination, a bid to rid himself of any lingering regrets on the surface. Oh, that's actually dang. Wow, that's actually yeah. Huh. Let's see. Servant. Nope. That's an Avisebron. Okay, this is just going to be probably whatever. The have-not. Okay. And you might be like, no, don't summon on this because you're going to be going for Arquid. Don't worry. Why do you think I have a good job? You think it's so I have a good way of life? No, it's so that I can fund my gacha. I mean, I say that, but I've learned that I am low tier compared to the real gacha mega whales. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Let's do this. Here we go. Nah, it's not. I'm thinking we're not getting anything special in this one. There was not a single connect, right? It's going to be a minimum roll. Yeah, that was, woof. Okay, this might be in the running for the worst roll I've ever done. Dear God. Ooh, methinks we got another one that's not great. Oh, man. Ooh, I mean, I'll take that. It's not a black grail, but I'll take it. Oh. Okay, we're connecting. There's gotta be... Wait, it wasn't loading, but it was a connecting. There's gotta be something. Right? I feel like we're gonna get something this time. Give me a little some. You know, just a little some. Alright, that's gonna be... covering fire. Right? Ooh. Oh, these are the worst. Okay, let's refresh our stuff with some summon tickets. Oh. It's real bad. Now, mind you, I also will get a lot of refund on the anniversary for Arquid because, you know, there's that whole thing of every fully maxed out servant will give you stuff back. Yeah, I have maxed out every servant I have. So I will get back a good chunk. So that is a good thing, right? That is a good thing. What's not good is what's happening to me right now. I feel like I'm losing my dang mind for this Muso man. Enough reality marbles. I'd rather live in the reality of getting some of these servants, please. And it's funny, though, because, I mean, I've had some really good luck recently. So some people are probably like, serves you right, bucko. And, yeah, maybe that is the case. But at the same time, shut up. Shut up. I'm getting the same things over and over in a very strange way. Okay. Alright. Let's use up all that bad luck. Washed away. I do see that it is loading. I do see that. You know what? Let's let it play out. Let's let it play out. I saw that loading. And as soon as we see, because that means something new is probably there. Something not loaded into the RAM. Right? That's usually how it works. It needs to load because here's an image that hasn't been downloaded from the server yet. So we need to see it like that, right? So covering fire, we've got that. That's very much in the game's read-only memory right now, right? The random access memory, rather. All right, so we can see this. This is that's an assassin. Is it one of the many assassins we've seen so far? It's not, but I'm sure Jekyll and Hyde is in the game data right now. We've seen him. We haven't deloaded the game in that time. Hello! Those are rainbows! You know what rainbows mean! That's right. It's gotta be. Because if it's rainbow, it's Charlemagne. Yep. If it was gold, it could have been Roland. But we got the boy, Charlemagne. Thank God. I felt like I was going crazy. Alright. We'll give this a click here. Welcome to the team, buddy. As soon as you load, here you are. You just ran in.
新名シャルルマーニュクラスはセイバーもっとメジャーな名前があるにはあるがそっちは別口ってことでよろしく伝説いや噂通りの英雄の姿
Oh, interesting. Famed. So, again, I'm coming in from... I'll do one more to see if we'll get a Crim held on that one, but I think that'll be it there. The interesting thing, of course, is... like, he shouldn't be summonable, right? That's kind of the whole deal with him. Bro should not be able to be summoned after the events of Extella Link. He basically said, nope, I don't exist. If you summon me, you'll get that other form of me. And if you get the other form, there'll be a bit of me and him, but it'll be him mostly. So that was kind of a big deal, was that there. So let's see here. All right, we click Reno. We get ourselves a golden millennium tree. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll do, I think, a couple more tickets, because we do have the tickets. Ooh, hello! Nice! I mean, mind you, we already have a maxed out one, but if I want to try and get another maxed out one, because that could lead to very silly things. Okay. Yeah, let's do 10 more tickets, just to see. Just to see. Just a little checkerino. Knight's Dignity. Alright. Again, we're looking for connecting. But otherwise, I'm just going to click connecting or loading, either of those. I hate Homerabara. I know it's technically a correct one. And it was in the profile for, I think it was Ilya there earlier. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. Gil the Kid. Bodika. Oh, wow. See, I'm getting the same things over and over. It's so weird. Speaking of weird. Aw, dang it. Dang it. Well, it's the new one, the Unwithering Flower, but that's only a 3-star one. I do like the art, though. It reminds me of the I've Turned My Brother Into a Sister anime. The girl from Alamango smiles like a pristine flower of pure white, bathed in dazzling sunlight with the gentle sound of the tide washing all over her. Her mind wanders incessantly to distant memories. Surely is such a bad name for a guy. What is this? Death resistance? Huh. Curious. Well, we got 2. Alright, let's see here. 1 is Romulus, and 2 is Hector. Let's do 1 more. 1 more. And that's it. This will be the last one. It's nothing. It's nothing. It literally did nothing there, huh? Wait. Oh, no, it's sad. Not great. Oh, we got Trigger off, though. That's another new one. Wait, hold up. Berserker. Okay. 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 Got 2 of him, huh? Oh. Well. Huh. Can't say I expected that. Well, you know what? I'm not going to look a gift Charlemagne in the mouth. I'm going to take that and call that where I stop it. Facing the embodiment of a nightmare bent on taking his life, the boy builds a power to bind it. Even though he is so terrified he's forgotten his pledge to protect, so as he continues on relentless, he'll never stop, not as long as there remains something which he refuses to compromise. Forward, ever forward. Feel that red wind at your back even as you strive to push past it. Boy, you are ripped! Jeez. Well, that's where I'm calling that then. So, let's go with this here. Dang. Joyeuse Order. Let's see here. Based on number of heroic king states. Oh? A gameplay mechanic? Very interesting. Well, hey. Don't mind if I do on that then. Alright. I don't know what heroic king state is. That's his first outfit? Huh. I wouldn't have thought that. We didn't get anyone else, I don't think, right? I think everyone else is pretty much... Yeah, they're just the regular servants there. Cool, though. Well, we got 2 of them. God, if there's any class that I have, like, way too many of, it is Saber, but... Oh, well. So let's start off by... Well, first off, let's give you some of these, buddy. I got these for you here. I mean, I got more of them even in the back. I can go grab them out. They're in storage. They're in the cooler, you know? Got those in the cooler for you, buddy. They are right here. Yeah, man. And you know what? Let's go see ball. Why not? All right. Because we're going to be using up some of these. Well, first off, though, we will use our servants. Well, first off. All right. Do that.
Yahoo! Level up!
All right, well, he's still definitely got his personality. Let's go filter. Servant. Give you these guys. Because that'll give you a lot. And use them now while they're still worth it.
Yahoo!
So if this is his one, I wonder what his other costumes are going to be. Because I'm going to be real. Like, I've seen them, but I've not looked at them. And I feel like that's another thing that I've talked to a few people about, where they'll ask me, like, have you seen this servant? And I'll say, I feel like I've seen all the new servants, but I've never looked deeply into their designs, unless it's someone that I really, really like, or literally could not avoid seeing. You know, there's some that are like that, right? Like, oh, you bet your sweet Bippy I've looked at some of the Mahoyo, you know, ones there. Oh, yeah, of course. But other ones, not. Like, I don't look deeply at them. All right, so what outfit do you put on for this? Oh, we can't get his final ascension anyways. Okay. It's kind of like a heavily armored version. Oh, it's him as a general. Okay. Okay. There's stuff about that I like. Holy Knight Emperor. Special attack demonic, special defense divine. Oh, wow. An NP gauge up. Not bad, not bad. Now, the good news is, even though I didn't get Crimheld, that's going to be a servant that I will absolutely be able to grab on my list. For sure. I should let him speak, too. There's going to be a lot of people probably using him. Her. Sorry. I was thinking of him. But also him. Oh, he's still doing his kakoi, which is cool. More like I went back to my old self. So yeah, we won't be able to get him fully maxed out, but well, I think we can, because this is my first time with a Ascension Lock Servant. I'm curious. I'm curious how it's gonna work. Like, will I still be able to level him, or will it block him? Let's see. Okay. Sure hope I have enough of these. And hey, I'm gonna say we got enough summons for the future there. So that's a good thing. I might do. Well, I was gonna say I might do one on the other banner, but I also might not. I think I'd be okay not, because they're not. It's not. I don't think that one's limited. So. All right. So then this is gonna probably be. He's gonna say nope. I'm not changing. Yeah. They are sealed. Clear it. Once you've cleared it, you can do it there. But we still get his skill at least. Okay. Increase quick effectiveness, crit strength against evil enemies. What the frick is that? Well, shoot. I didn't even think that'd be a thing. There's a brand new thing. Ceremonial Sword of Twilight. Well, dang. There's a new thing. All right. Well, we're not maxing him out then. At least for now. I mean, mind you, I could, I might as well just spend the cum cubes on it. I have enough of them and I never use them because I'm pretty much full enough that I always have the materials for it because I'm that much of a gamer. So what is it? They're bronze. They should be cheap. So 36 of these new things. Shop. So is there anything else new at the shop? I should also check that. Just see here. Yeah, nothing there that I need. Mana prisms. Nothing else there. I mean, we have these. I might as well grab these now that we have the story back. Right? Even if I'm not even going to grab those just yet. There's no point. I'll leave them there. They're still there for 47 days. So, pure prisms. So, is it going to be at the very bottom? No. Okay. Let's see here. Our new ceremonial daggers. are, because they're by rarity. Is it not in the store? Is it actually not in the store? Oh no. Oh no! Are you serious? I thought it'd be here because it'd be bronze. Oh, it'll probably be added later. No! You mean I actually have to play the game? Shucks! Shucks indeed. Well, bro is stuck not fully leveled. The good news is he's still going to be quite strong. And I might as well get his skills up too while we're here, because I'm going to be using him quite a bit here. At least the one that gives the... Okay, and then this one does... Apply invincible to an ally, increase NP gain, and apply a state where Heroic King is applied to yourself when damaged, for yourself when you are not invincible. And apply... Whoa, okay, wait. So you get invincible 2 times 3 turns to one ally. Increase MP gain and apply a state where is applied to him when he's not invincible, and NP seal when he is. So we want him to basically be a guard. Okay. This one does NP gauge, so that's going to be a thing I want to get for sure. Right? I mean, we're going to get all these. Wait, unless it uses the new thing. If it is, we're screwed. We might have to stop at a certain point. Let's see. Don't use a new one. We got feathers. Not many, but we have feathers. Okay, we got medals. We got medals. Okay, we got the circlets. We got the things. No, we can only get him to 8. Oh my god, he's gonna need so many. All right, it's been a hot minute since a new thing has been added. Well, it's been the last story chapter, so that's probably why. All right, well, get this. Okay. So again, we're getting as much as we can without really maxing him out. I feel bad because sometimes I think about it and I'm like, should I be investing in this? Because I already have many powerful sabers, right? But at the same time, who cares? The saber class is literally favored in universe. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, of course sabers are going to be my best ones because the saber class is the favored one in universe. There's a whole plot thread about it. Okay, that's about as good as we're going to go for now. Okay, 22 minutes later, let's move on. Well, if it lets us, because I might have too many craft essences, but we'll see here. Traum it is. What's going on with this? What's going on with the story? From what I hear, because I had my friends watch the stuff, prologue, or a study of the perfect human. Oh, that sounds like Holmes. I heard that the beginning is a bit of recap because they showed it in the thing. I didn't watch it myself. Thoughts on what constitutes a perfect human? I mean, okay, but that's kind of vague, isn't it? For a start, we'd have to agree on a definition for perfect before we could even discuss this. An excellent point. Then, allow me to take the first crack at it. A perfect human is one who makes no mistakes. Let us set aside matters like overcoming hardships and making the impossible possible. We may then define a perfect person simply as one who makes no errors in judgment. Okay, works for me. Even the most amazing geniuses or superhumans inevitably make errors in judgment. In fact, you could argue that the mark of a skilled, intelligent human being is their ability to resolve matters in spite of any oversights or mistakes they may make. But that wouldn't be perfect. Perfection is when you don't have any mistakes to make up for in the first place. Even if a person is average in every other regard, if their decisions are always correct, their actions, and by extension, the person who performed them, would be perfect. So by that definition, that would make someone who never overlooks anything a perfect human. But the moment they do overlook something, however small, they are no longer perfect. Is that what you mean, Sion? Yes, that sounds right. It is a shame that a single careless mistake is all it takes to knock someone off the pedestal of perfection. However, were we to use your definition, Da Vinci, we would face a paradox. If a problem can be overlooked by a so-called perfect human, then that problem is more perfect than the human. Assuming it's equal to the task of deceiving a perfect human who never makes a wrong decision anyway. This is that idea of, like, can God destroy an indestructible object? Because then it's like, well, if he can't destroy it, he's not strong. But if he can't make an indestructible object, he's not omnipotent, right? It's basically the same thing. Oh, but in that case, maybe it's a situation where it only seems like a person made a mistake, but in reality, they simply chose to overlook the problem. In other words, a case where the perfect human deliberately overlooked the problem in order to be perfect. The problem in this case shouldn't be solved at all. In that case, overlooking the problem would be the correct choice. The perfect choice for our purposes. I mean, this is like when, we had, Shang Yu come along with us to the undersea voyage. Well, undersea. And how his actions, though strange and seemingly bad, led to what we need. I'm just noticing, is that a lot of liquor back there? Where are we? What is this room? And why is there way more alcohol in here than I'd expect? But at that point, I guess we're just arguing semantics, huh? Are you done with the side chatter? The Stormboarder will be leaving the Arctic Circle soon. You two aren't just passengers. You are technical and special advisors. It's your duty to make regular status reports, even if they don't have much new. Sorry, my bad. You are right, Captain. In fact, we did, originally come to give you a report. Then allow me to explain Novum Caldia's current situation and our next steps. Yeah, here we go. Here's a recap. It's been several days since the British Lostbelt vanished. We've successfully brokered peace with the immature beast Koyanskaya. However, immediately following this, we were attacked by the foreign god and lost our temporary base in the Wandering Sea. Okay, so also, they released the Tunguska event as a permanent addition to the game. I rebeat it perfectly, never needed a revive, did awesome, except that one stupid kin battle. You know the one. That one is so unfun and unfair, and then I beat the beasts like it's nothing. It's wild. Fortunately, all of Novum Caldia's staff managed to escape to the Stormboarder. We struck back at the foreign god, that is, Olga Marie, with the same gravitational destruction she used on the Wandering Sea, confusing her long enough to... Well, I would like to believe that her not coming after us means our plan was successful. Unfortunately, she is so far beyond what we consider normal that it is impossible to be certain. At any rate, both Spiritron Calculation Engine Trismegistus II and Near Future Observation Lens Sheba have been brought aboard the Stormboarder. It now serves as Caldia's flying base of operations. That is the situation in which we now find ourselves. Now that we've escaped Olga Marie, we are currently using Trismegistus II's prognostications to move between different safe zones. Despite encountering our share of difficulties at various stops, we continue our flight even as we speak. Various difficulties? Those sound like events that we haven't done yet. Yep, we've been crisscrossing the Eurasian continent east and west. Of course, we occasionally touch down to convert the few remaining buildings into Spiritrons and stock up on resources. You can do that? That answers a question I had about where they get fuel and stuff, but you can just directly convert... Well, okay, we do have an alchemist. No, never mind. We ended up hiding out in the Arctic Circle for a pretty long time. Unsurprisingly, it was freezing there. Can't say I cared for that. I'm not built for cold. Oops, I had a feeling you might be freezing there. Sorry about that, Captain. I hope you can give us a break on that. Trismegistus II. I'm going to go between second and two. I see 1-1 and my brain goes 2, but then I remember... Or my brain goes the second, but then I know people say it's actually 2, but who cares? It doesn't matter. Trismegistus II suggested it was the safest place to lay low. I know, and it worked since the foreign god hasn't attacked us here. But things changed yesterday. Right, Captain? We're just about done weaponizing the essence of the sacred sword we obtained in the British Lostbelt. All that's left now is to simulate a few necessary tests. So, Commander Gordolf, our administrative advisor, Holmes, me as the technical advisor, and the rest of Caldia's staff have all agreed it's time to leave the Arctic behind. Our next destination is the foreign god's base, South America. I'm sure nothing will get in our way. That's where we'll have our final showdown. At long last, we're passing through North America to the final Lostbelt. Yep. I just gotta look at the Sacred Sword Armament's official name, too. The whole Nemo series thinks it's great. Myself included. The name? What's its name? Right? It's admittedly a little hyperbolic, but that's part of its charm. I swear to God, if it's called, like, the Blacker Barrel. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. Like, it's too obvious. As soon as I said we're off to South America. No, we're not. I knew we wouldn't be. Anomaly detected. Anomaly detected. Errors in Trismegistus 2's prognostications and Sheba's near-future observations recorded. New undocumented obstacle Nova Caldium's plan to defeat the foreign god detected. Steep decline in proper human history's verification levels on this bleached Earth confirmed. Future threatening interference with the past confirmed. All Caldia staff prepare for race shift sequence. Sheba's observations indicate this massive singularity. Maybe the single greatest direct attack on human history. Hold up, this is a singularity. It's not a Lostbelt. Really? Really? It's a singularity. Huh. See, I was like, how can Traum exist when my only friend is the coffin maker? Wait, what? Wait, are we going into dealing with the coffins, like the ones on Caldia, or is this just a thing for, you know, metaphor? Can you get your boobs off the screen? Thank you. Is this a metaphor for like the actual coffins? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I'm curious. Section 1, unknown record. My only friend is the coffin maker. There's two very different types of coffins in this world, so we'll have to see. Hello? Oh. Thinking out loud. Poop? Can't understand, but I could have said very different words in there, and I had to stop myself. Are they alive? Are they dead? Are they standing? Sitting? Do they care for anything? Wish for anything? Pray for anything? They understand nothing. They know neither suffering nor joy. They have no concerns, but also no relief. Only hunches and chills to tell them the end is coming. And so they die out here, miserably, meaninglessly. But something buried inside them kept them alive for just a little longer. So please, try to remain human as you should till the very end. Turn not to prayer, but to song. It is all blank can do. 4 letters. 4 letters is somehow makes it even. Wait. Blank the blank. Blank. Poke the boob. Roland. What is going on? Thinking out loud. Yes, that's right. I must be a traitor. Are we doing... Is this the traitor plot? I betrayed both proper human history and sincerity. It must be my incompetence. Or maybe it is how capable I am. At last, the day of my sins, my evil deeds, and my duties all come to an end shall arrive. Here, beneath Reichenbach Falls, that's where, I know, that's where Moriarty and Sherlock Holmes fell off together, and then one of them pretended to be dead. It was Holmes, right? Oh. I mean, I guess I should have seen this coming, considering we know who's that one mysterious ruler servant, but... Dang, alright. So, here's what you need to know about this massive singularity. The era is somewhat unstable. We do know it is at some time... It is, yeah, sometime after AD 1700, within a margin of at least 100 years. The location is presently unclear as well, but based on the vegetation we have discovered, we can rule out the Far East, Africa, and Europe. I mean, I hear Traum, and that's my brain goes to Europe, but I guess not. Our best guess is that we are somewhere in America. Is Traum an American place? Somewhere in America. The magical energy levels are not as high as the Age of Gods, but we are seeing tremendous fluctuations in the readings. The magical energy ripples are so numerous, it's like observing a pond on a rainy day. Frankly, it leaves me thinking anti-army noble phantasms might be popping off like fireworks in the singularity. And then, there's its foundation of humanity error. A rating. Error. Error? Not the EX rank that signifies non-standard values? Because, again, people tell me, when something in Fate is EX, that's not, like, beyond the level of, like, A or S. EX means exception, when something is weird or wrong. So that's a key thing that is, they're bringing up here. Correct. It does not even register as non-standard. It's like nothing we've ever seen. Generally speaking, the smallest of the minute singularities are rated at E-. Any lower than that, and they wouldn't qualify as singularities.
Maybe it's just a bug in the system.
I hope so. Either way, I'll continue to monitor both the rating and the singularity as the situation develops. But the point stands at the moment. The point stands that at the moment, we have many questions and precious few answers.
Oh, and we're essentially in the dark, which means
we won't know more until we go there.
I hate to just fly by the seat of our pants, but I don't see that we have a choice.
Fortunately, Holmes is one of the servants best qualified for this particular race shift. Once you get there, I'm sure you'll be able to get to the heart of the mystery in no time. Right, Holmes? It's quite a responsibility, but you may rest assured that I am up to the task. Uncovering the truth is the very essence of a detective's calling. Glad to have your Baritsu on board, buddy. Very welcoming of you. That's all you have to say about the singularity, yeah? Then I'll take it from here. You'll have one other servant accompanying you on this mission, though I'm sorry to say it won't be Mash. Right. I'm afraid the Ortnax is still undergoing maintenance. In my capacity as technical advisor, I really can't allow her to race shift until maintenance is finished. I'm not surprised. All those arduous battles in both Fairy Britain and Tunguska could have easily thrown her spirit origin a bit off kilter. Foo-foo! Foo! I guess Foo's not coming along this time either. Strange. The good news is, we're still planning to race shift Mash over there once the Ortnax maintenance is done. As for your other companion this time around...
You needn't continue dragging this out. It is I.
Count Vlad! That's a weird pick!
Indeed. This is a weighty responsibility, but I shall do my utmost to discharge my duty.
There are a number of other servants besides Count Vlad who are a match for this race shift, but we can only send 3 total. Since we're going to send Mash later, that leaves us only able to send 2 for now. Since Holmes was already a lock for position 1, that left only 1 position for the last servant.
I was chosen after a peaceful discussion. Peaceful in this instance means only a bare minimum of blood spilled. Sounds like they decided the winner by fighting to the death. Master, I know this singularity is full of mysteries, but I urge you not to lose sight of our ultimate objective. Becoming emotionally invested in our enemies can lead to lapses in judgment if we're not careful. But I suppose there's little point in telling you now. You are our master. Do what you wish. I will remain on standby in my spirit form. Call for me if you need anything.
I'm pulling back a bit on the vampire voice. It was funny, but we're in serious story time, right? You know?
I, for one, already feel better.
As a matter of fact, we'll also be reshifting one more very special guest. But you only said 3 servants. I did, yes. But the presence of another master will give us a much wider range of options. Are we finally seeing that one piece of art that I've seen everywhere? Sion, does that mean... Director?
Right. I should have seen this coming. No, I'm not going. I'm still the commander, in case you've forgotten.
I think we can make that work if we wanted. But let us set that possibility aside for now. He has commanded a servant before. This is the second master who'll be joining you. Is that an explosive collar? I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so I've seen this outfit. I have. I've seen this design. But I'm gonna be super honest. I did not put together that this is Kadoc. Because he's not looking down at a certain angle. Yeah. Kadoc Zem Lupus, Master of Team A, reporting for duty.
Kadoc? But you're one of the cryptors!
Yeah, I actually know that. But my Lostbelt is gone. And I obviously can't escape to Olympus anymore either. Surrender's pretty much my only choice here. Not that I expect you to trust me much just because of that.
Hell no, we don't!
That's okay. I'll just have to prove to you. I just reading stuff sometimes. I'll just have to prove to you. I'll just have to prove you can. That's what it's being said. I'll just have to prove you can through my actions. Yeah, what's with that collar? Nothing gets by you, eh? Go on, Sion. Tell him. Sure thing. That's an Atlas Institute-produced Mage Killer collar. I was right. We'll be monitoring Kadoc during this mission. Tries anything funny, the collar will activate and completely destroy his magic circuits. It's made that sounds like it was made probably with help from Emmy Assassin, the Mage Killer. Of course, anything funny includes trying to remove the collar himself. We do not want to kill him, but if he tries to use the collar to intentionally destroy his magic circuits, dead is what he'll be. Oh, and be careful when using Magecraft too, since any unauthorized spells could trigger the collar as well. This is that's like what Sojiro has, except way more brutal. Man, could you imagine that? Witch on the Holy Night being in Fate? Wouldn't that be crazy? Damn, you guys are brutal, but fine. I can deal. Kadoc? Yeah? It's good to have you on the team, bucko. Yeah, okay. First piece of free advice. Mages shouldn't be so quick to offer someone a hand. Their hands convey a ton of information. You're a master too. You should know how important the hand with your command spell is.
Oh. We're such a typical mage. It's making me remember I'm actually a mage too.
Tanner might be a great master. He was never really trained as a mage. So I hope you'll give him any tips as time permits, Kadoc. I will. Hi, Sion. What about his serious light, Miss Sion? I was unable to remove it, but please keep that to yourself for now. Understood. If the Phone God could activate the Cirrus lights remotely, she would have surely done so long ago. There's a little to gain by letting ourselves become overly concerned. Yes, good point. And since the Sirius light is still technically a command spell, the collar should suppress it before it can activate. Granted, we prefer to avoid testing that theory if at all possible. Okay, Sion, that's it from me. Anything else before we send them on their way? Yes, just one last thing. We were able to extract some keywords pertaining to the singularity from a hieroglyphic prediction. Not a problem. Revolt. Eyelid. Eyelid. That sounds like not a problem. Revolt. Wink wink. What's that mean? I'm afraid I have no idea either. All we can say for certain at this point is that we absolutely cannot afford to overlook anything in the singularity, and that it is on the same scale as the 7 singularities. I know this might feel like a setback now that we're finally about to take a crack at the 7th Lostbelt, but it's just like Sion said. We'll dispose of this massive singularity no matter what. Prepare to race shift. Got it. For some reason I imagined the ship flying into the Lostbelt, but no, we are coffining to the past like usual. Huh. So Vlad's just chilling with us in spirit form, huh? Unknown record. Humanity Foundation value error. XX19. Thanatos Impulse Traum, life and death of an illusion. Well, my brain's immediately going to something like this isn't a real world, right? Immediately, my brain goes to something's up with this. No matter the time, place, or prevailing ideology, there's no venture more difficult to succeed in than war. I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Death comes regardless of race, gender, or age. The talented, the hard-working, the lucky all die with shocking ease. When living beings die, they become lumps of inanimate meat. But servants don't get that much. When they die, they vanish without a trace, as if they had never existed at all. Death. Its coming is so mundane it's enough to drive one crazy. Both heroes who saved their nations and anti-heroes who harmed countless people are dying for reasons unknown, as though it were completely natural. War never changes. It doesn't matter how much the times change or how far civilization advances. The final stage of negotiations is two sides killing each other. They had but one goal: rebellion.
Did somebody say rebellion?
No. Not now, Spartacus. You're not in this story.
Okay.
Not against a king, a god, or even the world.
Or gravity.
Spartacus, I swear to God. But against proper human history itself. Huh. Okay. Whoa, what am I looking at? Is that Durandal back there? Look at all these new... Look at all these new sprites. Do you understand why you've been called here? The castle was an unbearable place for the summoned servants seasoned by battle. These are servants? They look like attack programs. Any ordinary person setting foot inside would be driven insane by its blood-red glamour and pitch-black madness. That madness was personified in the beautiful woman who stood before them.
No, Lady Krimheld. I can't think of anything that would...
Is this going to be like Fire Emblem? Are we getting like factions that fight? Also, that's just the Soul Edge. Her name was Krimheld. It's Krimhild, rather. The queen from the let me try this. The queen from the Nibelungil. Okay. Nibelungenlied. Okay. The queen from the Nibelungenlied, who swore revenge for her husband Siegfried's murder. Desertion in the face of the enemy. Allowing an enemy to escape. That's an archer, apparently. Disrupting the battlefield as part of a relentless pursuit. Well, that's a rider? Okay, I was expecting Lancer. Speak.
I retreated because Ryder disrupted the battlefield. If I had stayed, I would very likely have died.
That wasn't an enemy. It was just a child.
A tactical error on my part, and one for which I apologize profusely.
I see. I didn't think he'd survive. If we had held out, the city still would have fallen, but my men wouldn't have died needlessly. The penalty is death. Archer, there are no children on the battlefield. Even if there were, they would be servants. Even if that escapes your understanding, then you shall die as well. As for you, Ryder... Oh, no, he died too. Okay.
But why?
You pretended to be contrite, hoping to save your life, because you know what I am like. I have no need for one so shrewd and self-serving.
Curse you! You're just a female, driven mad by revenge.
Oh, the head! That animation is so good. You get so much This game is rated 3+ on the App Store, by the way. I was going to say, you get so much violence conveyed without being shown. This game is rated 3+ on the App Store. What's up with that? Do you think that is a revelation to me? My, once again you made quite a bloody mess. I don't know who this is. Oh, it's this guy. Is cleaning up messes not your job, Zhang Jue.
Indeed it is. Or rather, it's my puppet's job. Go on then, get to work.
Oh, you're puppet man? How go
things on the front line?
A deadlock, still. His talent for defense is almost maddening.
Well, he is a renowned hero for a reason. Oops, my apologies. I'm in a very different art style.
How fare things on your end?
I've been mustering my Taiping Jing and my knowledge of puppet soldiers to the best of my ability, but it's still going to take some time.
You may have all the time and money you need. Just be sure you succeed. Fail, and I'll have no choice but to cut your head off too.
Ho ho! Then I'd better give it everything I've got, hadn't I?
Well, no matter. What about new servants?
Seems some new ones were just summoned not too long ago. I believe most of this batch went over to the opposing factions.
And what about the righteous realm? Has it moved?
No, it still hasn't budged. The only activity we've seen from his subordinates is scouting maneuvers.
I see. Must be waiting to swoop in after the dust settles and claim the spoils for himself.
They aren't so weak that we could overrun them all at once, but we can't ignore them either. It's a most vexing position to be in.
And in consequence, we find ourselves in this deadlock. Infuriating.
Indeed it is.
Have the assassins continued to keep an eye on them?
Yes, my lady. Oh, and one more thing. Your zodiac star was twinkling earlier.
Zodiac star?
It means someone who will have a significant impact on this singularity is about to arrive.
Namely, are you a stargazer? If so, boy, we better get you in Caldia. Caldia. I see. So they're coming. They're really coming. What to do? What am I going to do about them? How can I best make them suffer? How can I best make them grieve? In the end, I'll behead them, of course. But before that, I must be sure their punishment is truly spectacular. How dare some common mage use us as familiars?
Please calm yourself, my queen. They're still prisoners of war, and our society's rules do technically demand we treat them hospitably.
I never consented to playing by such rules. Very well. Have the Caldians monitored until we know more.
I'm afraid we don't have the scouts to spare.
Then recall some of the assassins we sent to spy on the righteous realm. Have them keep an eye on the Caldians for the time being.
Understood.
Are you guys done talking yet? Who's this? Oh, Salome. Salome. I'm surprised to see you out of the torture chamber. Torture? I don't know anything about that. I just want heads. That's all. So head? Oh, never mind. Now what is it? What's Caldia?
Oh! Well, to make a long story short, there
are enemies, nothing more, nothing less. So you're going to fight them? I'm going to kill them. Oh. Well, have any important heads you want to keep? Would you let me hold on to them for you? I'll consider it. I doubt I will, though. Really? That's too bad. Okay, I'm going out for a bit. Want me to pick you up anything? Maybe, some sachet tort? Yo, tortillas are so good. It's really good. No, thank you. Okay, bye.
Are you sure she should be allowed to run about doing as she pleases?
That's the way of life she sought as an anti-hero. There's nothing to be gained from denying her. The important thing is that she's a strong fighter. Let her have her fun.
As you wish.
The preparations for the experiment have been completed, Lord Zhangzhui.
Great. I'll be right there. If you'll excuse me, my queen.
How irritating. This is all so irritating. Caldia, the king, the emperor. I can't stand any of them. It's all the hero's fault. I might just fall apart if he isn't summoned soon. Come on. Hurry up. Okay, now we're at a more opulent place.
That concludes my report, sir.
Oh, Tino. I don't remember what voice I gave to him. So Tino's righteous then. Thank you, Lancer. You may go.
Yes, sir.
Oh! Oh, you're here really early. It's the gosh dang Pope. Oh. Okay, so you weren't a surprise out of nowhere. Okay. Yeah, that's the Pope. That's the Pope. Yet more heroes' lives have been needlessly lost. Please don't be sad, Your Holiness. As the Pope, you are the right to grieve, but that is as far as it should go. These heroes are all willing to lay down their lives to bring you victory in this war. I really don't think I'm worthy of such a great sacrifice. One cannot determine their own worth. That is for others to decide. You may deny yours, despise yourself, or blame yourself for your undeserved fairy tale fortune all you like. But we, your loyal subjects, will continue to love and respect you. Is that such a burden? Honestly, yes. Yes, it is. Well, that's a problem then. Personally, I'd rather die happy and smiling than continue on like this. I'm sorry, Your Holiness, but we're not about to let you die. We all pledged to keep you alive, and I consider it my sworn duty. And that right there is exactly why this is such a burden. But fine, whatever. I don't care anymore. Whatever happens, happens. But can I at least ask you one thing, Emperor?
What is it?
Those atrocities you and the others are committing, are they all to make my desire come true? Or are you putting your lives at risk because you want to do these things?
That's a difficult question. If that really isn't what you want, then I can offer you my own life for what that's worth. As the Emperor of a dying empire, I doubt it'll be much.
No, you're right. I hate to admit it, but part of me does yearn to see what happens next. No. I must see it. I have to.
Is that the voice of your lord?
I don't know. My lord's messages can, at times, be complicated. That whole thing with the foreskins was a lot. Enough that an insolent like me can't hope to understand them. And again, it could be that
That's enough, Your Holiness. Only discord and blasphemy lie that way.
Well, that's rude. I'll have you know I understand my place very well, thank you very much.
Do you? I have my doubts about that.
All right. I'm going to go worship, like I always do.
By all means. Now wait up for me. I need to discuss strategy with my subordinates.
Fine. Oh, and can I say one last thing?
Huh?
Did you just smack his ass? Did you just walk up to him, slap his ass, and go, try not to do too much evil scheming, okay? It'll ruin your good looks. The Pope just smacked your ass.
Well, I'll be damned.
You will. You literally will, bro.
I guess it's no accident Her Holiness was appointed Pope after all. But I'm afraid I'm not done with evil schemes just yet. Why is it dying? What's going on? Why is it dying? Okay, we're good. My computer slowed down.
Something was loading in the background. These are... So, okay. These are cool because they're just generic servants. Is that what's being added to this game? Generic servant enemies? Because if so, I'm actually pretty down for that. Like, these are literally, like, aren't these the figures? Like, the little statues, pretty much? Huh, they kind of are. Like, this looks like the saber guy a bit.
We're here, Your Imperial Majesty.
Good.
Let's begin with your report. Yes, my liege. A medium-sized force from the Revenge Realm attacked us 3 hours ago. They attempted to seize the Tower of Trigonio for themselves. Fortunately, the 30 Archer-class servants who had stationed there drove them away by unleashing all their noble phantasms at once. I see. So it played out just as I expected then. Yes, my liege. Unfortunately, 10 of our other servants were killed when they tried pursuing the retreating enemy forces. I thought I told them to maintain our defenses, not to give pursuit. You did, my liege. But several Rider, Berserker, and Lancer classes decided to disobey orders. They were clearly trying to steal a march on the enemy, and... You're one of the servants who violated the chain of command and went off on their own. Forgive me, my liege. If you could do it all over again, I trust you would make a different choice? Yes, my liege. You expect mercy? Hi. Sorry to scare you. I understand. As a warrior, instinct drives you to take advantage of opportunities for glory in battle. I couldn't ask my soldiers to suppress those instincts any more I could ask them to stop breathing. I forgive you, and I ask that the rest of you go easy on them as well. This should go without saying, but achieving great things is your top priority, even if that means occasionally disobeying orders. Yes, my liege. Very good. Next. These two were caught fighting. You know that fighting between servants is forbidden, especially in this realm. I therefore sentence you both to rear guard during the next battle. Alright, you got your sentence, now move. I'm the last one. Oh, I'm surprised to see you here. You've always been such a model soldier. What could one of Alexander the Great's own have done to get in trouble? Well... Oh, dang. Unforgivable. You have done the one thing that is absolutely forbidden in this realm. We will not tolerate proper human history. What? Only rebellion is permitted here. There can neither be collaboration with nor mercy for the enemy. I thought you understood that when you chose to stand with us. But we're... Yes, we are heroes. Beings who struggled against, were swallowed up by, or outright disappeared into the flow of history. The shackles binding us to protect humanity are gone, and I cannot forgive proper human history, though I admit it is a completely one-sided grudge. Nonetheless, this realm is a home for those who share that view. Something must have gone wrong with you when you were summoned. You're the ones who've gone wrong. Perhaps, but I cannot stop now. Huh. This is crazy. Why do you guys hate us? I'm off to worship. Leave me. Yes, my liege. You go pray to God super hard. Oh, we're actually at, like, church. I'm not wrong. I'm not lost. Normally, her prayers would be for others, not herself. Prayer should be for others, for something larger than oneself. That is how it should be. Through devotion, you prove who you claim to be. But this time, her prayers are for herself. Her sins are not sins. Her atonement is not atonement. And yet, paradoxically, that devotion is the only thing bearing fruit. It is that paradox that brings her suffering she is powerless to stop. Please, grant me salvation. She murmured her wish under her breath, unsure to whom she should direct it. Sorry I'm late. Oh no, it's fine. I only just began praying myself. Is something wrong? It's nothing. Alright, I think I'll pray for you next. She prays to help shoulder the burden of his sins, even if doing so stains her own hands with blood. I'm sorry, but as sorry as I am, can't think of any other way. Okay, this is the last one. I'm assuming that this is our boy's realm, right? That concludes my report. According to the caster's analysis, the other two realms' battle ended in a painful draw. Damn, so they didn't get beyond skirmishing. I guess they're still just as wary of us as ever. What do you think, Roland? Of course they are. Our faction may be the smallest, but our forces are just as strong as theirs. If we were to attack them with everything we got, we'd walk away with the lion's share. And above all, our realm has none other than Charles the Great. Yeah, who cares about Kriemhild and Constantinos? Charles the Great is the only true emperor. You hear that, Your Imperial Majesty? He's green with it. Wait, oh my god! That's the... Wait, that's...
Is it actually going to be freaking Magnus Rex Carl? Nope. Nope. Oh my god, I know who you are. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what are we doing? Oh my god. Hold up. I didn't. Okay.
We fear neither the vengeance-crazed queen nor the emperor who failed to protect his nation. So says Charles the Great.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. Whoa, that's our emperor for you.
Indeed.
He's so small. Oh my god, this is so silly, actually.
We will wait until the end before we make our move. A true emperor should never act in haste. Charles also says to tell the assassins...
Oh, wait. Wait. Is she talking for him? Okay, because, yeah. Okay, it sounds like it. Charles also says to tell the assassins to dedicate themselves to their training and to step up their efforts even further. It shall be done, my liege. Either Roland or I will head out next, Your Imperial Majesty. Oh my god, you're so stupid. I see. Roland, go get him.
I'm honored, my liege. I'll leave straight away.
Hey, Roland, don't forget your sanity this time, okay?
That only ever happens to you.
So how's it going? Okay, wait. I don't know who's talking. It wasn't easy, but we survived another day. What a relief. You did great, sir. Oh, okay.
Are you sure? All I ever said was indeed, and I see.
There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes even a few brief words can speak volumes. And frankly, if you were to say more than that, your imperial aura would be somewhat diminished.
Is it just me, or are you saying I'm not much like an emperor?
It's just you.
If you say so. But never mind that now. The scouts are getting increasingly nosy. We won't be able to keep up this charade much longer. With the renowned Charles the Great refusing to show himself for so long.
Oh, he's refusing to show himself.
People will naturally assume that he's either gravely injured or harboring some awful secret.
Oh god, it's so tough to tell who's speaking.
If I just pranced on out there...
Then they'd cut you down before you said hello. Ha! Well, that sucks for us. This is no laughing matter. You think? Because it seems to me like all we need is for something to happen that'll keep them from suspecting the king. Say, for example, a fourth faction showing up. I've got a hunch that things are about to change. Now's our chance, so we should send lots of scouts to make sure we don't miss it. Your hunches do seem credible. Alright, we'll send out the scouts. Let's add riders and casters to the usual assassins. Our defenses should hold for a while, even if we assign them to other classes. I hope you'll help us too. You got it! Sir?
Yes?
I feel this will be a crucial turning point for you. Please try to stay on top of things.
Of course. I'll show them exactly what I'm made of. My name isn't, Charles the Great.
You're getting into perilous territory, sir. Remember, if they discover the truth, they'll have your head on a spike. You must be both cautious and bold. Is that clear?
Indeed.
Now then, if a fourth faction is about to get involved, it would have to be them. I wonder what's going to happen. I like how I actually thought it was... I like how I thought it was actually... What? God, stop doing these interface things. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. It scares me. Sorry for the cut. It wasn't that I was so surprised that I, had to stop playing for a sec. I just got a phone call for something, so I needed to run out of the room. I was probably saying something important, but that's gone now. Anyways, freaking ow. That's hot. So that's how ray shifting feels, huh? No, that one was kind of odd. Kind of jump scared me a bit. Quite right. There was clearly something different about it compared to our usual ray shifts. Well, this is my first, so I've got nothing to compare it to. I'll just have to trust you guys to figure out what's wrong.
Master. Gotta do the voice right. Master, are you able to contact Caldia?
Yes, Mash here on comms for Caldia. For once. Are you okay, Master? We noticed there was an odd tremor during your ray shift. We're fine! Let's ignore the weird thing going weird. That's a relief. Right. I can confirm that you and Kadoc are both unharmed. It looks like Holmes and Vlad made it there as well. According to Sheba's observations, there should be a small town nearby.
Is that where we go first? As in all matters, we begin by gathering information. We must learn all we can, yet we must take a few risks to do so. Well, that's a textbook answer. But first, let me ask you something. Can you use suggestions? Suggestions? Yes, that answers that. So this entire time, you've just been going around running your mouth, knowing the locals will think you're either crazy or dangerous.
Well, at least his mystic code does have some magecraft built in to dispel some of that incongruity.
Whoa, really? I had no idea.
Me neither.
Seems like the kind of thing you probably should have told him about sooner, but whatever. Alright, I'll use charm suggestions on the locals. You think of what you want to ask them.
Will do, buddy.
So where exactly are we headed?
The town is due north of you.
Let us be on our way. It's a shame we don't have any horses. I'll bring up the rear then. I'll be the back end of the horse, and you be the front end of the horse, and we'll have our masters ride it. Haha, what a silly image. Tana, Kadoc, you two stay in the middle. Sure. Holmes? Oh. Yes. My apologies. I'll be right there.
Did he feel his eternal rival? A clear blue sky that seems endless. A gentle breeze rustling pleasantly over the plain. Everything is quiet and peaceful. It made a horrible feeling of dread take hold and refuse to let go. It was not Kadoc Lupus who experienced that feeling, nor was it Tanner, or Vlad III, or even Sherlock Holmes. Well then, who does that leave? Tvinky? But despite her misgivings, she still had to send Tanner and his companions to the singularity. Why is she feeling so butt-fungled? By the way, I've been turning my AP every day into the blue apples. I have. Well, first off, let's take a look at this zone. Oh, are we just doing Fire Emblem 3 houses? 3 kingdoms? We're doing this? Or I've been turning them into a lot of them, so I already have 36. I'm pretty cool, I know. Okay, so we got kind of a deserty terrace area. We got green land down here. And we got the Realm of Darkness up here. I'm noticing a number of towers also. Interstice Town. An interstitial town. Town of the interstices. Well, this place doesn't look great. The whole town's been destroyed. And completely deserted as well. This won't do. Something here that troubles me more than the lack of people. How accurately can you analyze this debris, Mr. Zemlupus? You want me to analyze it? Like, measure how old the materials are and stuff? Just so. While I do have some degree of familiarity here with the subject, I can only do so much. There's certainly nothing compared to analysis that employs complex magecraft. We needn't settle for my amateur attempts since we have a mage with us. Oh, I see. Not really my specialty, but I can give it a shot. You basically just need me to figure out this stuff's archaeological period, right? Yes, that will do nicely. I suspect that this debris was created through magecraft rather than human hands. Magecraft? Well, I say debris, but I mean the entire town. Let's wait for Mrs. Lupus's analysis before I say more. Some kind of joke? What is it? The short version is that Holmes is right. This whole place was made with magecraft. Probably a caster's territory creation or something like it. A normal mage would really struggle with something like this, but a caster could do it pretty easy, I think. This town would seem to be of mid to late European design. As I suspected, something isn't right. Well, it does appear to be deserted, as Count Vlad said. I can discern no traces of anyone ever having lived here to begin with. The hell are you talking about? Think of it like a movie set. I know you don't want to think about movies after what recently happened with Miss Bunyan, but stay with me. There are faint signs of use, but nothing like the wear and tear one might expect to see over time. I don't know if it was a mage or a servant, but someone built this whole town in an instant. And that is my working assumption.
I see. That's unusual, but not outside the realm of possibility. Then let me ask you something, Detective.
Please do.
Even if a servant or something similar to one did create this town, what destroyed it?
Well, we can certainly rule out wildfires as well as any other natural disaster. What we do see here are holes, likely from arrows in the walls, nicks from swords and other blades, and ruts from wagons laden with heavy supplies. A scene we are all too familiar with. Servants fought a battle here. I thought so. Master, everyone, please be careful. I just picked up some servant signals, and they're headed straight for you. Hold on, getting a total now. They're... Mash? This can't be right. Da Vinci! I see it too. This isn't a malfunction or any kind of glitch. Tanner, listen to me very carefully. There's an army of servants closing in on you.
Did you say an army?
I did. There are about 100 of them, and they're all servants.
Well, let me be certain I heard you correctly.
You're saying that these aren't beings that rival servants in power, but actual servants. Is that right? That's right. I've rechecked the readings several times. Now hurry up and get out of there or hide. No. Now I'm seeing another servant army. It's about the same size as the first. Another one?
It would seem that two armies mean to surround this town.
Please hurry. They'll be there any moment. All right, let's hide. Kadoc, Master. As neither Count Vlad nor I are assassins, I doubt we'll be able to completely erase our presence. If we stay together like this, they'll be even more likely to find us. I would like you two to hide somewhere separate. Count Vlad and I will find our own way to get through this.
If worse comes to worse, use a command spell. If nothing else, that will allow me to turn the situation around.
Got it! Also, there's something I'd like to ask of you. Something Count Vlad and I will be doing ourselves.
What's that?
Pay attention to the servants headed this way. Try to figure out what they're thinking and what they're trying to accomplish. What we need right now is information. Every action they take, every word they speak could be invaluable. Will do. Thank you, Mr. Tanner. Then we shall meet again later. So are we just gonna go into like a hole or something? That'd be far. Oh, well. There's my answer, I guess.
That'd be far enough. Now let's dig a hole to hide in.
Shall I bring some more rubble?
Good idea. It should be big enough to hide us, but not so much that it looks out of place.
Got it. So we're literally just making a hole.
That should do it. Okay, Tanner. Get in and stay put. A mouse's hideaway, a cat's shortcut. At times, shallow thinking can trump wisdom.
Was that a spell? What was that?
A camouflage spell. I don't know if it'll work on servants, but it's better than nothing.
Wow. Magic. And he's like, no, magecraft. Come on. You should know this.
Are you kidding me? One of the most basic spells there is. I haven't even been able to cut down my chanting time for it, so it's too slow to use on short notice. I guess it doesn't matter now. Anyway, it has some soundproofing built in, but keep your voice down anyway.
I've heard there are different schools of magecraft.
So what, you want to know more about mine?
If you don't mind. Why not? No, it's gonna last much longer. Hell, it's practically dead already. It's not like telling you about it's gonna change anything. It's anti-beast magecraft. Spells meant for fighting, well, wild beasts. Humanity has always been on its own worst enemy, but beasts are a close second. An ordinary person could never beat a wild beast with his bare hands. It's not really a shock people came up with magecraft to help with that. You can probably guess how it fell into decline, yeah? Not much use for spells to track or chase animals these days. Plenty of substitutes for that. Of course, these spells can still come in handy against wild beasts. But then, there aren't that many of them out there anymore either. That's what happens to all magecraft eventually, though. Spells change with the times, either becoming crazy strong or so weak they're useless. Didn't you ever think about giving up being a mage? What? No. Can't believe you're even asking that. Next piece of free advice. Asking any normal, halfway decent mage that question is a fast way to die. That's fine. There's very few normal, halfway decent mages. You're basically telling them, your whole life is pointless, why don't you just die already? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Not much I can do to you right now, not with this collar. Sorry, that was uncalled for. Should probably work on how snippy I get. One of these days. You have a therapist in Caldia? Yeah, her name's Kiara. Don't go to her. Anyway, I think we run out of time to talk. I tried to get us as far away from the town center as I could. We just have to hope they don't find us. They're here.
According to our scouts, we'll be facing another medium-sized force. The plan is to hit them with a full volley of our archers' noble phantasms while the riders flank them on both sides. Their sabers and lancers will keep them pinned down in the center and attack the riders, while the riders have them confused. Make sure you all have your noble phantasms ready to go when you need them.
I can't believe it. They really are all servants. What do you think their true names are? No clue, but they're all from different eras and countries. Not much is clear. So how the hell are they operating as a single army? Damn, I can't believe it. What the hell kind of singularity is this? One where I'm getting another dang phone call? Great! Looks like this part's gonna have a lot of editing to do. Okay. That should, hopefully, be it. Some days you're just busy, you know? What the hell kind of singularity is this? For that matter, how can there be this many servants? Ley lines, even holy grails can only summon so many. Well, I mean, there are events that can cause lots of servants to be summoned. Thinking about, like, Fate Requiem, right? A world where everyone is born with a servant. They all be rogue servants? The kind without masters? Yeah. You must run into several of them across the singularities and Lostbelts you've been to. Talking about servants that are exceptions to the rule. The kind summoned from their ties to the land or a holy grail. Remember Beowulf in the Russian Lostbelt? He was a rogue servant. But even if that explains how they got here, it doesn't explain how it could be so damn many of them. I mean, there's 200 servants right here between these two armies alone. No wonder the town didn't survive. We might not be safe even out here then. Hopefully, I picked a spot far enough from the battlefield. At least they're not actively looking for us. So, screw it. At this point, it's Sarah. That's funny, because that exact line was said by Charlemagne. Charlemagne said that in, Extella Link. You sure you're not just giving up? Maybe a little. Sorry. I'll try to remember that we've got a common interest now and act like it. Looks like they're about to get started.
Archers at the ready!
Yep, those are some berserkers, all right.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, command spell loaded. Activate noble phantasms. First, phantom spirit levels, then heroic spirit levels.
Command spell loaded. Activate noble phantasms. Lightning longbow.
What?
Oh, bro got.
Archers to the rear, hurry!
We inflicted minimal losses.
Damn. They must have their heroic spirit level casters buffing them. Alright, everyone, this is it. Hold your ground.
Heroic spirit level? Keep your damn voice down. But, yeah, I wonder what he meant by that, too.
Hold the line here, too.
This is just a proper battlefield, all right?
Oh, shit. Can't hold much longer.
Keep shooting. Buy as much time as you can.
We're taking massive casualties. Riders, are you still not ready? We just arrived at the designated coordinates. We'll charge them right now. What the?
What is it?
A squad of assassins just ambushed our right flank. It's going to take some time to regroup. Left flank here. We can't get through their casters' bounded field. We'll need time to regroup too. Our charge won't be nearly as effective if we don't coordinate it. Damn it. I'll never be able to face Lady Crimheld like this.
Crimheld. Wait, isn't Crimheld? Yeah, I know about her too. She's a hero. No, a legendary figure. Huh? Those guys are completely on the defensive. What changed? Urgent news! The Constantinos army from Reinstatement Realm is in disarray. It's Constantinos' Reinstatement. Crimheld is Revenge. I forget the other one there. Luminous, right? Radiant. Is it a big RRR reference? No. That'll come later.
That's it. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's swoop in and take the spoils for ourselves.
Maybe we should wait a little longer? Like, right until they're about to be defeated?
No, let's not. The Revenge Realm's already been hit pretty hard. We need to at least get some good looks in with the Reinstatement Realm, too. Now let's go.
They're a very different saber class. Okay, so they're not all the same. Some of them are, like, from different eras, right? That's it. Keep it up. We've almost got Crimheld's army wiped out. I have an urgent message. Charles the Great's army from the righteous, that's what it was. From the righteous realms has joined the fray. They've struck our rear guard from behind, and sowed confusion among our ranks.
Damn it, not again.
They've got Roland from the Legend of Charlemagne leading them. They're mowing down our rear guard like grass.
Retreat! Fall back to the Reinstatement Realm. There's no way we can win a fight on two fronts. Assassins use your smoke screens, archers lay down cover fire to buy us some time.
Keep firing. Longbows, crossbows, guns, whatever you've got. Don't stop except to reload.
Constantino's servants are in retreat. It's time we followed suit. Casters, hold position until the riders can catch up with us. Then I want you to alter the topography and cut off the would-be pursuers.
Understood.
Do it!
Mutate. So they have, like, full control of the Earth itself?
Grimmeld's casters have transformed our surroundings into a swampland, Lord Roland. Huh. We could have our casters freeze the swamp and go after them. But I think that's enough. Both sides suffered heavy losses, and we got a few good shots of the Reinstatement Realm soldiers, too. The forces of Charles the Great's righteous realm are the only ones walking away unscathed. Now let's cheer our victory! Yeah! Big naked rocks! Yeah?
Did he really just say that? Shut up! Look, I want to say something too, but this isn't the time.
Huh? Huh? Huh. Must have been imagining it. Alright, troops, retreat. Tonight we're going full nude till morning. Nude?
Oh, he's gonna be a silly fellow. This isn't new information for us, by the way. It's all right, Mr. Tanner, Mr. Lupus. You can come out now. That was a close one. It never even came our way. I'm afraid you two were just unlucky. Unfortunately, that also means we couldn't overhear anything. Most of the town may be destroyed, but a few buildings are intact. Let's find one such building and review what we've learned. When in doubt, go to the pub, am I right? It's usually how you do it. I'll take a look at how much time is left, because if it's like 1 or 2, we might continue. If it's more... Oh, it's 1? Okay, we'll do 1. Yeah, we can do 1. Alright. Formation restricted also. Very intriguing. The Young Emperor. I sure hope it is who I think it is, because we haven't even got to use our new servant yet. Though it is... You know you're in real, like, Grand Order mainline story. Oh my god, I was right about the pub. You know you're in mainline story when you will play for hours and not use your characters even once. Now then, well, I could certainly do with a spot of tea. Bars pretty much only have booze, so I don't see that happening right now. Although I do enjoy a good glass of red wine, I don't think I could do so in this rundown tavern. I'm afraid my drink will have to wait till another time. All right, you two, tell us everything you saw, and the smallest detail could be of great importance. Well, they talked about being nude quite a bit. I see. Armies comprised entirely of servants, huh? I've dreamed of such fantastic sights before. Is that a reference to the fact that you're in Fate Apocrypha? But I never thought I would actually see such a thing for myself. Even our database says that 7 against 7 is as many servants as have ever fought at each other at once. Samurai Remnant isn't coming out for another 1.5 years. We've seen edge cases where multiple servants were involved, like the final singularity, but that's exceedingly rare. Indeed. Even putting aside the importance of that battle as the crossroads for humanity's survival, it was nothing less than a miracle. But there's never been anything else so close. There's never been anything else close to the large-scale servant versus servant warfare we just witnessed. Fascinating. Truly fascinating. I only got a quick look, but I saw they had longbow archers from around the 100 Years' War. There are also some samurai-looking warriors. Well, from their armor, I'd say they were generals from Japan's Warring States period. Some of the archers used matchlocks, and other servants look like cowboys straight out of the Old West. Couldn't get a good look at the casters, though. Had their faces covered or were using some kind of perception blocking. These armies consisted of all 7 classes from a wide range of cultures and regions, Probably. Aside from that, I also heard they say something about heroic spirit levels and phantom spirit levels. That must be referring to the spirit origin ranks. With more than 200 servants in total, it's understandable that not all of them would be heroes of great renown. Given what you've told us, Kadoc, it would seem these servants are not heroes who took part in famous battles, but little-known humans who would normally never be summoned as servants. Maybe so, but they're still servants. I see. Why did you go to your way to confirm that, Holmes? That? Because there's a great difference between a demonic beast as strong as a servant and an actual servant. It's far from pithy. It's more accurate to define a servant as a heroic spirit with a master. Although, of course, that definition can be applied quite broadly. For example, under this definition, we could say that the land itself serves as a rogue servant's temporary master. But I digress. My point is, no matter how weak or strong a heroic spirit may be, as a rule, they cannot exist as a servant without a master. Then what's the story with those servants? That is the question, no? Who could the master be? Or does there exist some man of exception to the rule, which is permitting them to exist without a master? It's still too early to say, huh? I'm afraid so. Still need to dig a bit deeper. We also heard them say, revenge, reinstatement, and righteous. Indeed, that all sounds very important as well. Perhaps just as important as how those servants came to exist. The revenge realm, the reinstatement realm, and the righteous realm. These names no doubt reflect each faction's particular bent. And there are other things you can presume based on the different names you've heard. Crimheld of the Revenge Realm. I believe we can confidently say she's the Crimheld of legends about Siegfried. She's most likely a saber or a berserker, though we cannot rule out Avenger. The fact that she has formed an army of servants, heroic spirits. Yep. Means that she's either highly intelligent or has an intelligent second in command. Konstantinos of the Reinstatement Realm. There have been rather few men named Konstantinos in recorded history, but I suspect we are dealing with the 11th. Konstantinos the 11th is said to be the last emperor of the Byzantine Empire. I must say I find the choice of reinstatement of his faction's name intriguing. We can leave that for another time. And finally, Charles the Great of the Righteous Realm. Now that is quite the name indeed. If we truly are talking about the Charles the Great, then I would say his victory in this war is a foregone conclusion. I'm inclined to agree. Neither Crimheld nor Konstantinos can even begin to compare to him. Is Charles the Great really that, great? Did they not teach you anything in school? Anything at all? Charles the Great is all over European history. Gotta be one of the most famous people in the world. He was the king of the Franks and the first Holy Roman Emperor to inherit the mantle of ancient Rome. Sorry, did I say that right? The first Holy Roman Emperor to inherit the mantle of ancient Rome. Yep. He's even known to many as the father of Europe. You do know how a servant's strength depends in part on how famous and mystical their heroic spirit is, right? Well, that'd be pretty much put Charles the Great up in the highest tier of servant. However, some things don't quite add up for me. For example, the Righteous Realm's manner of fighting. What do you mean? You told us that the Righteous Realm stood back and that the other two sides exhaust each other before swooping in, and that they chose to leave the battle shortly afterwards was not to exhaust their own soldiers. What do you make of their tactics, Count Vlad? Inarguably effective, however. Go on. This was a clash between two medium-sized forces, and a fairly one-sided one at that. Had the Righteous Realm's army chosen their timing more carefully, they could have decimated both armies. If I had been leading their charge, I would have waited until the other sides were a bit more entrenched. You said that the Reinstatement Realm's army was hitting the Revenge Realm with full force to deny them an opportunity to surround them in a pincer movement, in which case the Righteous Realm's forces should have easily been able to obliterate the exhausted Reinstatement Realms. Even if the Reinstatement faction had chosen to ignore the Revenge Realm in favor of fighting back against Righteous, they were too far into enemy territory to mount a successful defense. By that point, the Righteous Realm's archers and casters could inflict significant damage on the Reinstatement forces without even bothering to aim. So from everything you've told us, it would seem that the Righteous forces' timing was slapdash at best. What if that timing was a deliberate choice? Is that what you think? I don't know, but if we assume that it was, I can think of several possible explanations. That said, I can't speak with certainty on any of them at this point. Oh, yeah, okay. I see where this is going. Now is not the time. It seems I've been beaten to the punch. Now then, as for their objective, rogue servants summoned by the Holy Grail powering a given singularity have generally worked in service of humanity. That, at least, has been what we've seen thus far. Most of the heroic spirits summoned in rituals such as the Holy Grail War have been on humanity's side as well. But of course, heroic spirits come in all shapes and sizes in multiple senses of the word. In addition, when they have a master, the master's personality affects their own. Both the ineffable nobility of heroes and the naked cruelty of monsters reflect that person's true nature and are recorded as such. Is there, like, a point to you just repeatedly telling us all the shit we already know, Holmes? Oh my god, buddy! Calm down! This is going somewhere, right? My apologies. I actually like it when he restates everything again so that I can, like, wrap my brain around everything one more time. What I meant to say is the present state of affairs would be normally unthinkable. Hundreds of servants forming armies and acting in concert regardless of whether they are good or evil. What's more, they seem to have set aside any regional, national, cultural, and ideological differences to do so. In one sense,
That sounds like a perfect world. But the fact that their unity is in service of war between their 3 kingdoms, or perhaps realms, is a better word, is anything but cause for celebration. Where does that leave us? Are these guys our allies, or should we be treating them as enemies? Maybe we can form a temporary alliance like you guys did with me. I certainly hope at least one of these realms is on our side. We must be exceedingly cautious in our approach, though. Never before have we faced anything like an organized army of servants. There's only so much both Holmes and I can accomplish on our own. The force we saw earlier would almost certainly have been destroyed in battle against any one of the realms.
No matter how you slice it, the sheer numbers are too much, and on top of that, they also have noble phantasms.
Prepare yourself, Master. We have enemies here.
Enemies. Oh boy. I'll be taking that head now.
I'm afraid not.
Gah!
Assassins.
Enemy servants detected. I'm sorry I didn't notice sooner, Master. Damn, they're using presence concealment. No wonder they got the jump on us. How did Vlad III notice them then? Alright, he must be sensitive to the smell of blood.
Worry not, we can take them. Are you ready, Master?
Ready.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand over here. No reason for me to get in and all that. By all means. I assume you're here to track down stragglers. I don't expect you'll answer, but I may as well ask. What realm are you from?
I mean, we can see. We know.
As I thought. Well, it matters not. The fact remains, you are my enemy. So I will show you no mercy. Come, let me show you how sharp my mournful stakes truly are.
Will it be purely Drac? Or will we have to... Can we actually pick other servants too? Cool. Only 3 servants. Ooh. Interesting. Small forces, huh? Don't mind if I do then. I want to see how you play. So let's go with because you're green with it, right? I'm pretty sure you are. You are. Based on the heroic king states. Okay. And we'll okay, we're on Ascension 1. Meanwhile, we'll also go with I mean, honestly, I can see myself using you for like every battle. Just because, like, yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's give this a go. Let's see these. Are they just gonna, like, what are we gonna deal with for the actual enemy type? I could see them just reskinning the generic Hassan enemies into generic assassins. Right? I could see them doing that. Oh yeah, that's pretty much what they did. Whoa. Noble Phantasms, how they will use ours too. Okay. What if we go... Okay. So, you don't have target focus. That's going to be difficult for you. Ooh, that's cool. Strength up versus Divine, that's nice. Crit strength, effectiveness up. Okay, let's go, increase NP gain. So I could give this to someone else. So this has 2 different effects. Basically, if I give it to someone else, they're invincible. Right? Like I give that to you, you get the buff activated when you'll wait. To yourself when attacked. Okay. It's not when he gets attacked. Okay. Okay, so he's being attacked regardless. All right. Oh, but that makes you invincible now, so that doesn't work. I wonder if it works for that, though. All right, let's go. Okay. I'm curious about some of your animations. Let's go 1, 2, 3. All right, well, let's see this here. Is it going to look just like it did in Extella Link? Or will it be something else totally different? Let's see. Yeah? Yeah?
安不不当の騎士たちよ、我が英雄を指し示せ。自は言うぜ、オルドル。
Not as much damage as I expected. Very little damage, actually. I feel like that's the point. Cool. That's not good. Okay, you are getting Heroic King, though. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, no, you don't. Good. Thank you. Good. Okay, this might be a problem, actually. Well, we got crit strength up now. Crit up versus evil. So let's see what some of these animations look like. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you do slash, and then let's see here. Okay, slam them down, yeah. Cool. Okay. Alright, that's going on you. Thank you. And those last a bunch of turns, so that's good. Alright. So yeah, you're based on like how much you hit, pretty much. We can do a full combo now. Okay, let's do that. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's see here. So you got slash, slash, slash. Big hits with each of the weapons. Cool, he's actually switching them on. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we are seeing the proper weapon usage. That's a cool finisher, too. Can you hit him one more time, just so we can get more buffs on him? Hiding, is that going to actually make you... Okay, evade. Death chance up. Oh, these guys are going to be a pain in the tush. Is it one turn? It's one turn. Okay, so then let's go for you then instead, because these aren't going to... These last one more turn? 3 more turns? Okay, actually, wait. Let's just attack you then. Actually, what we can do is let's do a full combo with you. Let's absorb that. And the next turn we'll attack them all. Okay, and let's go 1, 2, 3. These guys are actually pretty strong. I might actually need to play properly. Interesting that we did not get subtitles. Is it because he's an NPC servant? I bet you it is. Like, he's technically different and not just the regular Vlad. Okay. Oh, you're doing hiding now? That sucks. Okay. Alright, well then let's just take out this guy at the front then for now. Okay. Alright. Let's see if this number goes big up now that we got more. Okay, he did more. Mind you, he's not level 90 yet, so that might be part of it as well. Okay. I'm gonna absorb that on you. Let's go with... How much do you get? It's not that much, actually. Pop that on you to keep you alive, and then we'll go... Let's go 1, 2, 3. These guys have, like, crazy defense, though. Like, actually insane defense. Okay. That's enough meter for you, so this should finish things off. Trigger set. It has, like, a trigger? Huh. See, now we have even more. So this should do, like, decent damage. Let's see. Again, maybe these enemies are just crazy strong for where we're at. I feel like that's the case. I mean, that did 130 with no type weakness, so it's not bad. Beat some humanoid enemies. Wow! Already! That was fast. He instantly loves you. He's like, we're friends now. And hey, we got not the right one, but we got another type of unique thing. I won't be able to grind for these till long after, huh? because they usually drop all them at the end instead. Gah! That power, that command spell. You're our enemy.
Warida. I would say that was all too easy, but several things about them give me pause.
You analyze that combat data for us, Da Vinci? Da Vinci? Oh, see, here it is. Oh, wait, no, you're here. Oh, no! You hear me? Sad, I can't hear you over all this static. I'm sorry, Master. A huge burst of static interference broke out when your battle began. We weren't able to collect any data on it, let alone offer advice. Just like what happened in Fairy Britain? No, I don't believe it is. It's similar to be sure, but it feels slightly, yet significantly different. Fairy Britain rejected the very idea of proper human history, and by extension, electronic devices that came from it. This was just ordinary interference, a great deal of it to be sure, but nothing that will hinder our equipment's core functionality. We should assume that there are several different mechanisms here, that there are different mechanisms here at work than there were in Fairy Britain. Look at you, the big shot detective, huh? Why, yes, I am. A consulting detective, to be precise. Getting back to the battle we just fought. Tell me, Master, or even Kadoc and Lupus, did you notice anything strange? They had command spells, what? Yeah. They're outfitted with command spells, just like we are. Unlike normal command spells, they were only meant for support, just like the Master of Chaldea's. They had just enough magical energy to let them use their noble phantasm at a moment's notice. Oh, that was them doing that! So then who gave them those command spells? And that is indeed the question. If it was a master, then we can be sure that master is no ordinary human. We know these servants used the command spells repeatedly in that earlier battle, as well as the one we just fought. Clearly, they were not bound by a 3-use limit, nor did I see any signs of them using a magical reactor or something similar to recharge them. Not even the most talented mage can create something like inexhaustible command spells. Yeah, not even Kirstaria could have pulled off something like that. And even if another mage of the same rank were alive and well here, it'd be just as impossible for them, too. Then where did their command spells come from? It looked like they came from the sky. The sky, Alright, let's avoid drawing any conclusions for the time being. We still have far too little information to work with for that. We did learn one thing for certain here. They see us as their enemy, which means it is extremely unlikely they'll be amenable to joining our side. Then what should we do now? Good question. As I see it, the obvious answer would be to look for a servant willing to help us, and a local who can tell us more about this place. I'd say we need at least one of those two if we're going to make any headway. What do you think, Holmes? That would seem much easier said than done, I'm afraid. First of all, I expect it'll be fiendishly difficult to track down a servant who'd be willing to help us, seeing as apparently all other servants here engaged in warfare against each other on clearly defined sides. I have little reason to believe we will have much luck with the locals either. Why's that? Take a look at the remains of this town. Why was it built in the first place? I suspect the answer is simply to provide a battlefield on which the factions may kill one another. Naturally, this being America, I'm sure there were local people here at one point, but they were most likely either collateral damage in the conflict or simply fled the area entirely. Regardless, we can safely assume that we will not find a single local here. So of the two options, our only viable one is to somehow find a servant whose interests align with ours. I admit this choice may be unseemly, but what if we are to torture a captured servant for information? Torture is a notoriously unreliable means of gathering information, but I'd very much prefer we keep things as peaceful as possible. If you say so. Hello? Master, it's the special alert! The special alert? We have one of those? What is that? What are you talking about? Alright, sorry, Kadoc. We forgot to tell you about this. It's an alert we came up for a very particular breed of servant based on all our combat data to date. It looks like all the time Muramos in particular spent accompanying us has paid off in spades. You don't mean... I'm
afraid it's just as you fear, Kadoc. And she's referring to the disciples of the foreign god. But Limbo and Murmas are gone. That just leaves Grigory Rasputin, or Kotomina Kire, as the case may be. But why would he show up here now? What is this? Something's telling me that's not the case. But Rasputin is the only disciple left. No, wait. Don't tell me. Don't tell you what? What's going on? I do indeed sense another servant here. Show yourself, disciple of the foreign god. I would seem I'm being called out. I suppose I'd best oblige. Who? That's not Rasputin. Oh! You're the disciple of the foreign god. Oh, that would explain several things. You? Delighted to meet you, Holmes. But at this tender age, I ought to address my elders more appropriately. Mr. Holmes? You gotta be kidding me! So you've met me before then. That will save us some time. For those of you who don't know, my name is James Moriarty. I'm a mathematician, a consultant, and just as you suspected, a foreign disciple. Dang. Really? That raises several questions. Is there just more disciples of the foreign god? I thought the 3 was like it's a big old, like a nice little shape, right? It's a triangle. I was like, dang, you got 3 and then Koi and Sky in the middle? Nope. All right, guys. We'll continue some more next time with The Crime of Proper Human History. The crime of it? Why would he be against, or is he for us? Oh, curious. I'm curious. Huh. Okay. We'll see you guys next time for some more. Ciao. Yo.